gorgeous Leos, this is Debs and we are here of course for your 2026 overview reading. Now Leo, I never know what's going to come through, okay? It could be lovely and positive, let's hope so. It may be challenging. I'm definitely connecting with a group of you out there. There's a storyline that usually starts to emerge, and so take it as it resonates. Maybe for you, may not be for you, okay? So guys, here we go. The deck that I'm using is the Divination Tarot. If you guys feel this resonates and you want a private reading, my website's down below. And of course, we're going to be starting off with the month of January. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos for the month of January 2026? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for Leo, please, for January? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody doing a little a little jig in their living room. Is something exciting about to happen? Are you getting excited, Leo, about something in Jan? You could be close to achieving a goal, or somebody may have told you something which is causing you to feel excited. I don't know. You could be itching to just get going, right? Okay. Ooh, 10 of Cups, straight out the gate. Leo. Wow. Let's carry on, guys. Famous last words. Let's just see. 4 of Pentacles. Oh. Leo, you may not have thousands in the bank, but Leo, you have a close-knit family around you who care and love you. Judgment. You may be holding back from a Sagittarian, or you could be holding back from making a really serious decision. Because you're thinking about your finances, you're thinking about your work. Okay. You're coming through, Leo, as a Queen of Swords. So, Leo, you have family around you. You are a little bit nervous about your finances, but you're managing to save. You're okay. You're not on the breadline. You're needing to make a really serious decision. It could be about money. It could be about work. And you're sitting in a very logical energy. Great. Okay, Leo. All right, guys. 4 of Cups. There may be somebody in your family, Leo, who feels a sense of guilt, remorse, regret. They could be trying to make something up to you. Yeah, okay. And they may be acting a little bit defensive, and it could be out of a sense of guilt. Guilt about the 10 of Pentacles. So Leo, if this is a family member, 10 of Cups, who knows that you're sat in the 4 of Pentacles, you're a little bit worried about money, they feel a bit guilty, Leo, because they know they're being defensive. They're keeping hold of their 10 Pentacles. They're not really wanting to help you out financially. And they may feel they should, but for whatever reason, Leo, they're deciding not to. And there's guilt about that. Okay. Queen of Wands. This is you, Leo. You're coming through as a Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay. What you're thinking about, Leo, is, well, okay, my family have decided not to help me out, all right, but I'm independent. I have to take care of myself. I have to think about bringing in money myself. I'm not expecting a handout. I can be creative and see if I can manage by myself. So, Leo, you are accepting that your family may not feel as if they can or they want to help you anymore financially. So you're deciding to get creative. It's as if, okay, well, it would have been helpful, it would have been nice, but all right, I'm going to put my thinking cap on and see what I can come up with. all right? Ace of Cups. You're also sat, Leo, in self-love. You're sat in self-love. You're thinking it's going to take some time to bring money into your life, but you're determined to try. You're determined to stay strong and keep putting one foot in front of the other. The World. Okay. You may be working on something on the internet, Leo, which you're hoping is going to bring in more money, because you were breadcrumbed. You were breadcrumbed. There were financial issues in a family dynamic, Leo, and you might have hoped that family members would be in a position to help you out because they're sat in the Ten of Pentacles, but they're choosing not to. So what you're thinking about is, I've got to sort this out myself. I've got to make sure that I am financially stable by myself. I can't rely on any family members. Okay. 10 of Wands. All right. But Leo, deep down inside, you are feeling a bit upset about this. You are feeling a bit upset about this. It's as if, well, they're sat on quite a lot. It wouldn't be too much trouble, surely, for them to help me out. But okay, they've chosen not to. So I'm going to try and not feel upset about that. Even though it's going to be a bit of a burden for me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay. So bless you, Leo. In the month of Jan, you're simply trying to remain positive. You have a project underway that you may be working on. You're sitting in self-love. But what is interesting is family members are feeling a bit guilty about the fact that they could help you out, but they're choosing not to. I don't know what that's all about, guys, but that's what we have. So let's dip into angel answers. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for Leo? Messages from the angels. Thank you, Michael. Choose a new direction. So Leo, it may well be that you might be thinking about moving. You could be moving from somewhere that is too expensive for you to somewhere less expensive. It could be because you're holding on to 4 Pentacles, you're a bit nervous. It might be, Leo, that you're thinking about branching off pertaining to your career. It may be that you're realizing that if you took a slightly different route, you might be able to bring a lot more stability into your life. Interesting. Forgiveness. They want you to sit, Leo, in a place of forgiveness, forgiving family members. Because, I don't know, Leo, you may feel as if they're sat on a lot of stability, but unbeknown to you, they could actually have a lot of expenses that they haven't told you about. Who knows? So sit in the energy of forgiveness, Leo, and think about making some kind of change, all right? Okay, guys, let's move into the month of February. So here we go, guys. We are into the month of Feb. Let's see what's going to happen, my beautiful Leos. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for Leo, please, for the month of February 2026? Thank you, Michael. You may be changing the way you look at something, Leo. You could be changing the way you view something or someone or a situation. Again, the 10 of Cups. Interesting. All right. 8 of Cups. Don't go down a rabbit hole, Leo. Don't go down a rabbit hole. This is you thinking, oh my gosh, my family have deserted me because they're not willing to help me. Don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. Keep your head down. Keep working. Okay. For some of you, you may be thinking about moving in terms of finding a different job in another area. Two of Swords. You're telling yourself, Leo, that you may not be able to support yourself ongoing. You may think, well, yes, but no matter how many hours I put into my work, I'm not going to be able to support myself. You may feel as if you're sort of a little bit in denial. You're pushing on, but you're worried about your finances. And you may feel that you're self-sacrificing. You may feel that you should be given more help by your family, but you're not. Try not to dwell on that, guys. Queen of Wands. You are creative, Leo. You can get yourself out of whatever situation you find yourself in. But you are going to have to be creative, Ace of Wands. The Divine wants you to get passionate about moving in a slightly different direction. It could be you even start an online business, or you expand in a slightly different direction. Doesn't need to be anything really major. They're telling you to keep pushing on. If you are passionate about what you do, you love what you do, it's going to be successful because you're going to want to work on it. You're going to want to put in the time and the energy, right? Page of Swords. You could be gathering information from the internet. It could be all about you starting something new, something fresh. You keep thinking about the Ten of Pentacles. Difficult message of truth about the Ten of Pentacles. It's still festering in the back of your mind, Leo, but try to let this go. Try to let this go, okay, people? You're there thinking, oh my God, you know, my family sat on the Ten of Pentacles. I'm sitting here with one little pentacle. They've given me an olive branch. You may be upset that they've done that. You may be upset. Leo, yes, you may have received a paltry apology or sorry about that, Leo. We can't help anymore. You may feel they could, but they just don't want to. And Leo, you may feel as if you've had to heal from a sense of disappointment, a bit of upset, guys. A little bit of upset, okay? Yeah, because you've had to heal from a tower moment, Leo. You've had to heal from a tower moment, which is you believing that if everything began to disintegrate for you or you got yourself into financial difficulties, your family would be there to sort of help you pick up the pieces. What you're realizing, Leo, is they're not. They do care about you, they do love you, but for whatever reason, they are not willing to help you financially. And it might have been a bit of a shock for some of you, okay? All right, guys. I think for February, the Divine is saying, don't overthink this, don't overanalyze the past, what happened. Try to push forward in terms of your work, but if you do something that inspires you, Leo, this could lift you out of a bit of a tricky situation financially. Gather the information you need, and if you're inspired and you love whatever you're starting here, you could do very well. So don't give up hope. That is the message from Source for the month of Feb. Let's move into angel messages. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos? What do we have for Leo, please? Thank you. Let go. Okay, Leo, they want you to let go of the past. Let go of any hurt. Let go of any disappointment. Let go. Okay, let go. All right. Let go of feeling as if you have to ask for help from others. Okay, Leo, the Divine wants you to go it alone. The Divine is saying you can do this, Leo. You can be completely self-sufficient. Don't feel upset because other people aren't sort of giving you a handout, because you may feel they're sat in the Ten of Pentacles when actually they may not be. All right, so the Divine is wanting you to step into a much more independent energy. So guys, that is February. Let's move to the month of March. So are you ready, guys? This is March. Let's see what the cards have to say. So Archangel Michael, what is March going to bring for my beautiful Leos? Thank you, Michael. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for my beautiful Leos for March? I can hear someone say to themselves, okay, I just need to get on with this. I just need to really start this. You could have been delaying something, Leo. Yeah, you've been delaying something because for whatever reason, you have been sat having a few sleepless nights because you might have been worried about money. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have been trying to juggle money, Leo, or you will be in the month of March, whilst in the nicest sense wearing a bit of a false mask, pretending everything's okay, but it could be simply you're sort of faking it until you make it. Telling yourself it's going to be fine, I'm going to push forward, my finances are going to be good. You're trying not to go down a rabbit hole here, which is fine, guys, which is fine. Again, with a Page of Cups, you may receive an apology from someone. You may receive an apology. Judgment. Someone's facing Judgment Day, Leo. Surge energy here. Earth energy here. Okay, because they know you're worried about your stability. They know you're worried about your stability. I think this is family again. It could be a Virgo with the energy of the Hermit who's taking a step back and really evaluating their life, their future, right? Thinking about the Ace of Wands. Oh, bless. Leo, this is somebody who knows that you're really pushing on. You're really trying your best to move forward and be inspired. But this is someone who feels guilty because they're apologizing again. Leo, Six of Swords. Leo, you're trying to turn your back in the nicest sense, not wanting to dwell on this. You're trying to move yourself to calmer waters. Yeah. By working. Leo, this is you thinking, well, to hell with it. Okay, heads down. Let's just see what I can do. Let's see what I can come up with. Let's see if I can support myself, right? The World. Again, you may be starting some kind of internet business or expanding a business online. The energy of the Fool. You may feel, well, it's a risk because I don't know whether or not this is going to earn me any money. I don't know whether or not this is going to work out, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try because, Leo, you are determined to shift from the Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Now, on the switch side, Leo, March may be full of people who are wanting to spend time with you. We may have someone here, could be a fellow Leo, could be a Virgo, who feels that you may be the one. But this is someone who might have treated you like a one-night stand in the past. It could be, Leo, you hear from an Aries, who may be closing out a cycle, working on ending a situation, hoping to come and see you because they want to reunite with you, because they see you Saturn pre-Empress energy. So, Leo, there could be a bit of romantic interest around you in the month of March, okay? All right, guys, let's move to angel messages. Archangel Michael, what do we have from the angels, please, for my beautiful Leos? This is for March 2026. Yes, okay, well, that general message was true. I think, Leo, the divine is saying, get inspired. Put one foot in front of the other. The longer you spend sitting stressing about your finances, the more worried you're going to feel. Use that time where you might have been sitting worrying in being productive. Use that time in being productive. Start learning something new. Start thinking about moving in another direction. Start expanding your business, maybe to take on board something a bit different. The divine is saying all that's true, and you may have people that are interested in dating you, Leo. Recovery. Okay, yes. I mean, what they're saying, Leo, is yes, you will recover. If this is you worried about your finances, you're going to be okay. You may have had a lot of outlay over the last few months for whatever reason. Could be clearing debt. Okay, could be a big purchase, whatever this was. You're going to get back on your feet, Leo, and you're going to make a full recovery. But there may also be a couple of people, Leo, who are interested in moving towards you again. Definitely 2 exes in particular. Specifically, guys, maybe a fellow Leo. We have Sag, we have Virgo, we have Aries. Okay? All right, guys. From here, let's move to the month of April. So, guys, here we go. We are dipping into the month of April. I'm seeing somebody standing outside an open space, just breathing in the fresh air. You could be out in your garden, you could be on your balcony, you could be heading to a park area. I'm seeing somebody looking up at the sunshine. Okay, I'm feeling very emotional. Leo, you may have felt you were in a little bit of, not a depressed energy, but just feeling a bit down, January, February, March. Once April comes along, Leo, you may feel the energy lifting. You may feel just generally a lot more optimistic. Yeah. Okay, guys, bless you. So what do we have, Archangel Michael, for April? What is April going to bring, my Leos? Yeah, guys, oh. I can see someone standing on the spot and they're actually talking to themselves and they're saying to themselves, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. It's going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. It's all going to work out. Leo, you may be putting out manifestation, positive energies to the universe, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Leo, you are on the starting block somehow. Somehow. You're gathering information and you're starting to feel really inspired. You're starting to feel inspired with the energy of the sun. Yeah, Leo, you're feeling a lot more optimistic. Your health is improving. And with the energy of the 5 of Swords, Leo, you're holding back from doing anything to sabotage what could be a very stable future. So, for instance, Leo, if this was you in the last few months panicking, oh my God, I don't know if I can afford to support myself. I don't know if I can stay where I am at the moment, whether it's in a 9-to-5 job, whether or not it's paying your rent, your mortgage, whatever this is. You're refusing to give up. You're saying, no, I'm going to be happy. I just need to get moving. I need to feel more inspired. I'm going to hold back from doing anything rash, which is a really good move. Good move, Leo. Yes. What you're thinking about is, I may have love coming into my life. And you're also sat, Leo, in a place of self-worth and self-esteem. You may be feeling more confident about yourself, generally. Yes, you're determined to shift into the 9 of Pentacles. Determined. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. 10 of Pentacles. Leo, you may be doing a visualization board. You may be saying to yourself, this is going to be really successful. Money's going to be coming in. I'm going to have no problem supporting myself. It's all going to be good. I think this is you manifesting financial stability, Leo. Yes, Leo, you may be meditating. I'm going to be fine. This is going to work. It's going to be great. I'm not going to do anything rash right now. This is you manifesting in April. Yes, you are literally lying on your bed, closing your eyes, listening to meditation music, manifesting. manifesting. There may be the odd look back at the past. Oh, my family sat in the Ten of Pentacles. It didn't really want to help me. Don't keep dwelling on that, Leo. Don't keep dwelling on that. This was obviously a wound that cut deep in the past, relating to you feeling as if family weren't around to help you. I feel as if the divine is saying, Leo, forget that. They're there to support you emotionally. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. You just need to get creative, okay? You just need to get creative. And we have you again, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. 8 of Swords. But how am I going to do this? How am I going to get to the 9 of Pentacles? Leo, you just need to brainstorm. This is you researching information on the internet. This may be you going on a few day trips to feel inspired. This is you talking to a couple of good friends of yours. You can do this, Leo. You just need to build on that spark of inspiration, okay? Yeah. Yes. The Fool. You're on a brand new path. You're going to charge forward, Leo. You're going to charge forward, even though you don't quite know if this is going to work out. You're going to go for it, yes. And you could be seeking advice from an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini masculine. Now, this may also be someone, Leo, who's moving towards you to say they're in the process of getting divorced and they want to come and see you. So this could be new love wanting to enter your life as well. So April's going to be quite busy, guys. Yeah. Okay, let's move to Angel Answers. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of April. Success. Leo, the angels are saying keep going with this line of thought, with this project, with this venture, with this inspired attitude. Keep going, keep going. All right, keep going. And remain positive. The angels are going to be ushering positive energies around you. They're saying to you, Leo, you can do this, guys. You can do this. Put your thinking cap on, get creative, think outside the box, do as much research as you can, and just get moving. Even if the first draft or the first page of brainstorming ideas you're not going to go with, you're making a start. Make a start, okay? All right, guys, looking good. So Leo, from here, let's move to the month of May. So Leo, this is May. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's get going, Leo, is what I'm hearing. Let's get going. Okay. So Archangel Michael, what have we got for my lovely Leos for the month of May 2026? What have we got for Leo? Archangel Michael's telling me to say to you, try not to make something that's brand new perfect. Rather than crossing the T's and dotting the I's on, say, a draft, get the basics lined up and you can tinker with the details later. Okay, that's a message for someone. All right, guys. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles, you are determined to get there, Leo. Finances are going to be much better than you thought, for those of you who might have been nervous. 6 of Cups, you do keep dwelling on the past, but try not to. Try not to, okay? Yeah, because when you dwell on the past, Leo, you shift into feeling hurt, feeling upset, Why, you know, why didn't my family want to help me out? Why were they happy just to leave me? Don't go down this rabbit hole, Leo. It's really unhealthy. You keep dwelling on the past. You keep dwelling on the past, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that, Temperance. You may feel very cold towards a Sagittarian, but what I think this is that with Temperance, Archangel Michael is giving you the courage and confidence and optimistic energy just to keep moving forward. Okay? The Empress. You may be getting a lovely message from an older woman or from a Taurian or a Libra who is telling you, I care. You could live at a distance from this person, Leo, but this is someone who wants you to know that you're not on your own, okay? Could be a friend, could be a family member. You, I feel, are being called by the divine to shift your life forward. Embrace major change and transformation. Rather, Leo, than getting all up in your head about the past. Forget the past. Forget the past. Use your intuition in pushing yourself forward to victory and success. Yes, get busy, Leo. Get busy. Okay, Two of Pentacles. This is the divine saying, Leo, rather than dwelling on the past, rather than sitting there feeling all upset about whatever happened here, get moving. Get productive. Get going with a project or venture, Leo, or an expansion of some kind that could be very lucrative. Yes, they want you to get inspired. Get inspired, Leo. That is going to be the change that's going to lift you up out of the Four of Pentacles, okay? Yes. Oh, gosh. You keep hearing from someone that they're sorry. I don't know, Leo, whether or not you're ignoring this person or whether or not this is someone who's obsessed with something that they've done. They keep apologizing to you. Okay, but Leo, in the nicest sense, the divine wants you to turn your back and walk away. And I don't mean, you know, hair flip. Yes, you should be sorry. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in seeing you. No, Leo, but they want you to leave the past behind for sure. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, they want you to concentrate on your own victory and success. Leave the past behind. Leave the past behind, guys. Yeah, 8 of Wands, leave the past behind and get moving. Get moving. This is you sending off emails. This is you working on your project or venture. This is you maybe traveling to gain some kind of enlightenment, inspiration about taking something forward. Now, Leo, you may even be looking at finding a job in another area, and in which case you're going to be successful. So for those of you who are doing a 9 to 5, you could be deciding to leave an area to relocate, and if you do, there could be a lot of job success. Okay, so think about that. So guys, that's all we have for the month of May. Let's move into angel answers. What do we have for my lovely Leos from the angels? Thank you, Michael. Choose a new direction. Yeah, the angels keep saying, Leo, leave the past behind. Now, for many of you, it is going to be a challenge because you keep hearing from someone that they're sorry. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But Leo, whatever's done is done. If this is linked to not helping you financially, they're still not helping you financially. So I think the best course of action is just to forgive this person, move forward, stay optimistic, and concentrate on your career. And you could be choosing a new direction. Okay? Yeah. You could be choosing a new direction. Look for a sign. The angels are going to be communicating with you specifically in the month of May. You could be seeing numerical synchronicities, feathers on your path, rainbows. However you connect with Source, it could be channeled messages coming through. I feel as if the angels and the divine are going to be guiding you in a specific direction. Okay, and it's going to lead to victory and success. So, Leo, that is what we have for the month of May. Let's move now to the month of June. So, Leo, for many of you, we are going to be moving into the summer months. Let's see what June has to bring. Archangel Michael, what do we have for the month of June for my beautiful Leos? Thank you, Michael. Okay, Four of Pentacles. You're saving, not spending, Leo. For sure. You're saving, not spending. Okay. Hold on to your money. Don't purchase anything too expensive. Carry on saving, not spending if you can. Okay. Temperance. Archangel Michael's with you in June in particular. You may be being called by the divine to move into a temperate place. It could be, again, do things in moderation. Don't go down a rabbit hole. Don't keep thinking about the past. Sit in a calm energy if you can, right? Five of Wands. Even though inside, Leo, you may be feeling nervous, you may be feeling a little worried, you keep thinking about unequal give and take. You keep thinking about the fact that someone was indulged or family are being overindulgent. They've left you out in the cold. Ace of Cups. Leo, Archangel Michael is asking you to sit in self-love. You may feel a bit obsessed about whatever happened in the past. It's as if whatever you do, you can't get it off your mind. It could be because whatever happened in the past seriously damaged your finances and you're deep down angry about that. But Archangel Michael's telling you just to relax. There may be a King of Cups coming in to talk to you, a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. Nine of Wands. This is someone very kindly, Leo. This is somebody who may understand, even intuitively, that you're putting on a bit of a brave face. They may be coming in to help. Ten of Pentacles. Judgment. Now, Leo, this could be somebody who is trying to make a decision to leave a relationship to be with you. Or, Leo, this is someone who may be wanting to make a judgment call to help you financially. This is someone, Leo, who may be aware that they breadcrumbed you in the past. They could be making a big decision to help you financially, and it may be, Leo, for a lot of money. So just keep that in mind. Okay? This is someone who may be communicating with you information. So this is someone who may say to you, Leo, I care about you. I know you've been struggling. I think I might be able to do something to help financially. No guarantees. But if I make a serious decision financially, it's going to benefit you. This is just information they are giving you. Yes, this is someone, Leo, who may well be stepping up, acting with integrity. Could be an older masculine in your family. Could be father, grandfather, brother, uncle. Whoever is sat on the Ten of Pentacles, if this is someone who wants to help you financially, Leo, they may be ready to take charge somehow. There may also be a Queen of Pentacles who could be another family member who's doing very well financially, who may be working with this Emperor, who I think is the King of Cups, to lend you a helping hand, Leo. I'm really getting that. Yeah, they could be doing something legal. I mean, this is a family member or a couple who may be taking out money from their house, equity from their house for you. They could be releasing money they've had in an investment to give to you. Yeah, it may be guilt. It may be, oh, we've left Leo struggling. We didn't really feel as if we could help them anymore financially, but we feel we should. Or I feel I should. Yeah, because Leo, you may be communicating with a Pisces here, but this is someone who knows that you have been self-sacrificing. And this is a lot of guilt. So Leo, you may receive a message in the month of June to say, I'm so sorry about the past, or we are so sorry about what happened, whatever happened. We're going to see whether or not we can try and balance out a situation financially, okay? So Archangel Michael's on the case. He's telling you not to stress, not to worry, not keep dwelling on the fact that something was unfair in the past, because behind the scenes, Leo, I feel someone here is working on helping you out financially. Now, the other message coming through here, Leo, is there could be somebody who fell in love with you a while ago. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, could be an Aries, whoever this is someone who may be divorcing a Queen of Pentacles with this Knight of Swords because they've been self-sacrificing. And this is someone who is doing that, Leo, because they want to build a life with you. So this could be someone that you're hearing from who's saying to you, I'm feeling burdened in a long-term situation. I'm making a judgment call to take charge, to end a situation with someone I've been married to, for instance, because I've never forgotten you. So Leo, you could be hearing from an ex who was married that they may be divorcing because they simply want to be with you. Okay? All right, guys, a lot may be happening in the month of June. So guys, we're shifting into angel answers. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my beautiful Leos for the month of June? Thank you. Leo, Archangel Michael's asking you to listen to your intuition. He's going to be guiding you, okay? He's going to be guiding you. He's going to be guiding you, Leo. Trust that you're in the hands of the divine, and trust, Leo, that things will be balanced out, okay? Lovely energies. So you're going to be very busy in June. There could be somebody fighting to get out of a marriage to be with you, Leo. There may also be a situation where a family member is going to try and balance out the scales financially, okay? So all good. In the meantime, Leo, you're also going to be working on a project, feeling inspired to shift something forward and to help you with your own financial stability, all right? Beautiful energy. So, Leo, let's move to the month of July. Okay, my gorgeous Leos, here we go. This is July 2026. Archangel Michael, tell us what's going to happen for my lovely Leos in the month of July. What is going to happen for Leo in July? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody looking at their bank statement online on a laptop, and they're raising their eyebrows and they're thinking to themselves, I didn't think it would be that much. So there could be a very hefty amount that's been given to you, Leo, in July. You could be breathing a sigh of relief. Or I don't know. Are you looking at an invoice thinking, wow, it's a lot of money? It could be a big bill you have to pay. All right, let's just see what's going on. Can't see any figures. I could just see this person looking a bit surprised. Okay. Page of Cups keeps coming through. Keeps coming through. Someone is obsessed with you forgiving them, Leo. They want to come together with you and celebrate. They want you brought back into the family fold. They're fearful, Leo, that you may have emotionally disconnected out of disappointment. They're worried, Leo, that you would have turned your back to heal. This is guilt, remorse, regret. Because they followed some kind of traditional process which somehow, Leo, left you out in the cold financially. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Cancerian, could be a Taurian. I feel, Leo, they desperately want to try and make something right. Wow. And Leo, it may well be that with the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to be receiving a very large amount of money. They may be coming to tell you about this if you live at a distance from whomever left you out in the cold. I feel this might be a family member or a group of people that you know very well. I feel, Leo, they may be traveling to see you to say, we're going to be giving you a large amount of money. Temperance. And this is orchestrated by Archangel Michael. Again, he's beside you, Leo. Yes. Whoever left you out in the cold financially, Leo, want to work in partnership with you to balance out a situation. Beautiful, guys. You may be feeling a little bit confused. Well, what's changed? Well, I feel what's changed, Leo, is that somebody here just couldn't handle the guilt. Yes, Leo, they couldn't handle the guilt. 5 of Wands. I think whoever this is has been in their head, worried that you were about to disconnect from a family unit because of what they did. This is someone taking charge, Leo. Emperor, they're taking charge. They're acting with integrity. They're doing the right thing. And we have you, Leo. Beautiful. Wow. I almost feel as if whoever this is has seen your sense of resolve, your sense of determination to succeed despite disappointment. And I think, Leo, this is someone who's wanting to do the right thing. Yeah, they're making a really serious judgment call to act with integrity, Leo. And I think that involves a large amount of money. Now, another big message coming through is if someone pulled you into a third-party situation in the past, what they're coming in to tell you is, I've been fearing reaching out because even though you're my wish come true and I'd want to marry you, I'm having a lot of issues in getting out of my marriage. They may be talking to you, Leo, about moving in together and legal separation as opposed to them actually getting divorced. So you may have to make a serious judgment call. Are you going to accept this person into your life as someone who is still legally married? Would you accept them into your life, Leo, if they actually legally separated from their partner rather than get divorced? Because they are talking about moving in together. This is a really serious offer. But Leo, you may ask this person to face Judgment Day because in effect, you would still be the other woman, right? So Leo, a lot again is going to happen for you in the month of July. Let's head to the Angel Answers deck. Archangel Michael, what is the advice from the angels for my lovely Leos? Thank you, Michael. What's the advice from the angels? If you believe now, there could be a miracle happening, Leo. Something that was totally unexpected. You may feel that Source, Archangel Michael, has orchestrated something pretty amazing for you. Yeah, and you're going to have to make a decision, Leo. Take action. So this could be you taking action to patch up a situation with family members because they do want to balance the scales. Or it could be, Leo, you're going to have to make some kind of serious decision about this emperor, okay? Whether or not you're going to agree to living together, whether or not you're going to simply stand your ground and say, no, I would feel uncomfortable. I don't really want to move into a living together situation if you're still married, right? Okay, guys, so that's what we have for July. Let's move now to the month of August. So here we go, guys. We're moving into the last month of the summer for many of you. I know it's different for you guys in Oz. Let's see what's going to be happening, Leo, for you for August. Archangel Michael, tell us about August for my Leos. Thank you, Michael. So there may be quite a lot that happens in the summer for you, Leo. Quite a lot that goes on. Big decisions to make. And of course, behind the scenes, I feel as if many of you are going to be working on a project of some kind as well. Okay, Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Two of Cups. Oh, Leo. Okay. I feel, guys, with the energy of the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups, these could represent family members, could be your parents, who are saying, we love you, we're going to give you a large amount of money to help you, we should have done it before, we're really sorry that we didn't do it before, we couldn't do it before, whatever this is. And Leo is going to floor you. Or this is someone moving towards you to say, even though I'm going to stay in my commitment for financial reasons, I am moving out of living with a Queen of Cups because she's met somebody else. So basically, this could be someone, Leo, who is wanting to be with you, but is staying legally married for financial reasons. But what this guy is saying to you is, there's no love in my relationship. I still want us to live together. What do you think? Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. This is very good news, Leo, that this person wants to work on this, whether or not this is a couple that relate to family members who are helping you financially, whether or not this is someone who is being upfront and honest with you about their situation. You're going to need some time to think about this. But ultimately, Leo, you're going to be feeling pretty happy about this. If this is an offer from someone, what you're realizing is they're being totally upfront and honest with you. There's no love in their connection with their partner. Their partner's moved on because they're in love with somebody else. And they want to seriously talk to you about living together. Now, they may also, Leo, be sat in a lot of financial stability. They may live in a beautiful house. They may want you to move in with them. But it may take a lot of thought, Leo, because you may need to leave where you're living to live with this person in their home. They could be living in another city, another state, even another country. It's a big deal. If this is a family dynamic, Leo, this is really good news for you because it means you can grow and expand and you no longer have to be so stressed about your financial stability. Yeah. Okay, the moon, you're simply sat in a bit of fear. It's all a little bit overwhelming. You need some time to think about this. Whatever scenario this is for you, and it's going to be different for all of you, but it is relating to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? The Strength card. They're asking you to sit in a place of confidence about this, because this could change your life, Leo. Your ships could come in. So whether or not this is someone, Leo, who is being open and honest with you about their situation, they want to build a life with you, but they're asking you to move, to live with them. You may be nervous if they're still legally married, but this is someone very well set up. You may know that you love this person. You're aware that they love you. And this is someone, Leo, that you know would be very supportive in your future. Or Leo, this is simply family pulling together to give you a large sum of money that could change your life. It could mean you could pay off a mortgage. It could mean that finally, Leo, you can get yourself on the housing ladder. Whatever this is, it's very good news. But it's a big deal. It could be life-changing for some of you, so you're going to want to take some time to think about this. Okay, guys. Let's move into Angel Answers. Archangel Michael, what advice do we have from the angels for my beautiful Leos? Thank you, Michael. You're ready. Leo, the angels are saying you're ready to move in a new direction. You're ready to grow and expand. You're ready to take charge of your life. You're ready to make a decision about a relationship. You may be ready for some good luck. Simply that. You're ready for a big change in your life, Leo. You're ready. You're ready. Yes, you're ready. You could be saying yes to someone. So guys, a beautiful, beautiful energy for you for the month of August. We're moving now to the month of September. Okay, guys, we are into September. Let's see what the cards have to say. Archangel Michael, what messages do we have for my lovely Leos? The Leos, the group of Leos that resonate with this. What do we have for Leo? I'm hearing silence. Leo, you may want a month to think about the next steps forward, right? Because whether or not this is someone who's wanting you to move areas to live with them permanently, or whether or not this is someone who is transferring a very large amount of money into your bank account, you're going to need some time to really carefully think about what you want to do going forward. Yes, yes. You have big decisions to make, Leo, in the month of September. What you are thinking about is, up until now, you have been self-sacrificing. Things haven't been easy. With the energy of the Empress, you may be speaking to a mother figure, or you could be thinking to yourself, I'm not getting any younger. For some of you, the Empress is normally a woman over 40. For some of you, you could be thinking, all right, well, this person wants to be with me. You're being honest, Leo, with yourself. I'm not 21 anymore. Okay, you could be in your 40s. It may well be that you feel you really want to go for this. The King of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. Yeah. Leo, what you're thinking about is, whichever way you look at this, whatever scenario this is, there's going to be victory and success. Victory and success in moving forward with somebody who loves you, who wants to be there for you, who wants to build a beautiful life with you, or victory and success financially, because this could be a family situation, Leo, where they've realized that you've been self-sacrificing and they really want to help you, okay? Yeah. Knight of Wands, you want to get moving. You want to get moving, Leo. We have the energy of the Hermit. You're doing some soul searching, Leo. It's as if I know that this is going to change my life. I know that this is going to allow me to progress, but how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? You may be thinking about leaving your home. You may be thinking, if you're renting, well, I've got to wait until the end of my lease before I can move in with this person, if that's what I decide to do. It could be, Leo, you're thinking very carefully about what to do with a large amount of money. Because, Leo, whatever this money is, whatever the amount is, you may feel, well, that's going to be it until maybe my pensions kick in, which could be quite a long time in the future. So you've got some careful thinking to do. Eight of Pentacles. And whilst you're thinking, Leo, you're working. Yeah, you're pulling in the money. You're doing the 9 to 5, or you're working on a business. And you're wanting to be logical, guys. You're wanting to be logical. Queen of Swords. Let's think carefully about this. High Priestess. You're not going to say very much for the month of September, Leo. You're not going to say very much. You have some really serious decisions to make. You're analysing how best to move forward. 10 of Wands. You know, Leo, that you have felt burdened. You know. You're not saying to whoever this is that you do feel burdened, as in you've had a lot of challenges to cope with, but what you're thinking about is, I want to drop the burden. It will be lovely to move forward with somebody by my side. I've been single for too long, right? It will be lovely not to have to worry so much about my own financial stability if this is about a gift of money from parents or family members. You're acutely aware, Leo, that you have felt stressed. And this is the opportunity you've been waiting for to drop the burden. Yeah, the burden of feeling left out in the cold, the burden of feeling stressed financially. Yeah, you're really thinking about this. Queen of Wands, you're thinking about this. You have a lot on your mind, Leo. 8 of Swords. You got a lot on your mind, guys. So, as I felt intuitively, you're not going to be making any hard and fast decisions in the month of September. You're going to be mulling over what has been offered to you and thinking very carefully about your future. And Leo, I don't mean the next 5 years. You may be thinking the next 20 years. Okay? All right, guys, but all good. All good. Let's move to angel answers. So what advice do the angels have for my beautiful Leos, please, Michael, for the month of September? Okay, the angels are saying you are really ready to choose a new direction. Ready to get out of sitting in the 5 of Pentacles, ready to get out of coping with life on your own, being single, right? You're ready to change direction. You're ready to change direction, guys. Yeah. And you're going to be doing it within the next few months. So this is lovely, Leo, because, again, you're not making an impulsive, rash decision. You are going to think very carefully about what you want to do. And then very simply, you're going to put your plan in place. And it could be a plan that is going to take a few months. I mean, if you're having to wait until the end of a lease before you can move in with someone, or whether or not you have to look at a lump sum of money and think about opening bank accounts or paying off a mortgage or finding a property to buy for some of you, if it's a large amount of money, which would enable you to get a mortgage, right? Then this is going to take a few months. But Leo, a gorgeous energy coming through for you guys for September. You're not acting impulsively, which I really like to see. You're thinking very carefully about this, and you're thinking about your future going forward, okay? All right, guys, lovely energy. Let's move now to the month of October. So guys, after a very quiet September, where you are going to be deep in thought, let's have a look at October. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my Leos for the month of October 2026? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody packing boxes. Are you moving? Are you getting rid of stuff? Could be getting rid of stuff. All right. Let's see what we have, guys. Oh, 3 of Swords. Okay. Wow. The High Priestess. Okay, Leo, are you going to let someone down? As in, are you going to tell someone something they don't want to hear? Yes, you are. Page of Swords. Yes. Leo, you're going to say no to someone. Empress. Okay. I think you're going to say no to the person, Leo, who wants you two to move in together because they're still legally married. Yes. And you're sitting in a place of confusion. What if they go back to their wife? Yes. Yeah. Okay, you've done some soul searching about this, Virgo energy, and it's just not what you want. It's not what you want, Leo. Yeah. Even though this person is offering you the 10 of Cups, it's not the 10 of Pentacles. They could never marry you because this person is staying legally married. Yeah, to their Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah. So Leo, you're saying no because you're afraid that eventually this person will go back to their partner and leave you out in the cold and betray you. Leo, you feel that the reason why this person isn't divorcing is not just about the money. You feel that they're not totally sure they actually want to divorce. And so, Leo, even though this person wants to move forward with you and have victory and success, you're afraid that they leave you out in the cold and betray you and go back to their Empress, who could be a Cancerian. Yeah, and it would just cause you too much burden. Yeah. Okay, so you've decided, Leo, to walk away from the person who wants to talk to you about living together and heal. And you may, Leo, be also working on a project or a venture that could be highly successful. So guys, in the month of October, this is you making a firm decision not to move forward with the person who's telling you they love you, saying to you they're going to legally separate, but you feel it's too risky, Leo. You're pulling back, okay? All right, guys. So let's move into angel messages. Okay, so Archangel Michael, what do the angels want to say to my beautiful Leos? Okay, yeah. The angels are saying to you, Leo, there's something better. You don't have to move forward with someone who is not willing to fully divorce from their married partner. You deserve to be offered a proper commitment by someone who is fully single. Yeah. And you also feel, Leo, that it's not the right time in your life to undertake this decision. Now, I don't know why I saw packing boxes. You may be, Leo, looking at a lump sum of money that you could have received from family members. That could be a separate situation. You could be in a wish come true type energy, because financially at this point, things could be a lot more stable for you. Yeah, but I think you're turning down someone because they're not getting divorced, okay? All right, guys. So from here, we're moving to the month of November. So Leo, we're into November. We're coming towards the end of 2026. Let's see what you're going to be doing, guys. What are you going to be doing? So Archangel Michael, tell us about November for my beautiful Leos. What is Leo going to be doing in November? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody holding tea or coffee. They're looking out of the window. They're just mulling things over. Okay. Mulling things over, Leo. So you've turned down a married man, okay, because he's not divorcing. But you do have a lot of financial stability at this point of time, and you're still working on this project, whatever this is. Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess. The Wheel of Destiny. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Leo, you're going to be pursued by the married man who is feeling left out in the cold from you. They're telling you that they will be able to offer you a serious commitment, but not for quite a while. They may be working on a divorce. But Leo, you're not saying very much. It's as if, oh, I don't know, are we just moving into a new cycle of them sat in the Knight of Wands? Not sure about that. Yeah, again, you need some thinking time in November. You're thinking about the past. You may be thinking about how long you've known this person. They want to move to calmer waters with you, Leo, but this would also entail a move. And you're not sure because they're holding on to their long-term commitment. So they're pursuing you. They're coming back to you, Leo. They're racing back to you. They're offering you love. Yeah. So this is someone who doesn't want to let you go. They're hoping for victory and success. But Leo, you may give this person a difficult message of truth, which is that you're in a peaceful, calm place. And I feel you're also guided by Archangel Michael to stand strong in your convictions, to say no, to say, I'm sorry, it's just not what I want. So in November, Leo, this guy is going to be pursuing you. Could be a fire sign, could be an earth sign. We've got Cancerian energy here, Sagittarian energy here. Whoever this is not wanting to give up on you, but it's just not good enough, guys, is what I'm getting. There's no stable offer to commit. Even if they move out of living with their wife, they could just leave you and go back to their wife. Now, it's probably not the right way of looking at things, but Leo, you're not happy with this. You could never marry this guy. He may be saying to you, oh, well, you know, I'm going to try and get out of my marriage and move into divorce, but you feel it's a ruse, Leo. You feel what he's really wanting is to keep the Ten of Pentacles, but to live with you and have passion, love, excitement and romance that he's not getting in his marriage. But Leo, there's nothing stable that's offered to you here. I think you're going to say no. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's move to angel answers. So I think you're standing your ground, guys. I think you're standing your ground. Yep, again, the angels are saying, Leo, there's something better. You don't have to accept this, Leo. There's something better. A year from now, hang on in there. This is not the right guy for you. It's not a good enough offer for you. And I feel Archangel Michael is behind you on this. Yeah. Okay, guys? So, are you ready for the final month of the year? Let's head now to the month of December. Here we go, guys. This is December. Wow, would have been a bit of a roller coaster of a year. But by this time, I feel as if you're still working on this project, this venture. Finances are going to be good, and you turned down this guy who is not getting divorced. He's saying that he's working on it, but you may feel it's too risky, Leo. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos? This is December 2026. I'm hearing a round of applause in my head. Take that as it resonates. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Leo, you may be moving. You may be moving. Let's see. Yeah, this is you. This is not this guy running after you, Leo. You are moving. Wow. You could be moving to a place that is going to benefit your health. You're very busy. You could be packing. Yeah, Leo, this is fast movement forward in December. Lots of communication with someone, or you could be traveling. I mean, this could be an extensive move. The moon, you're sat in a little bit of fear. That's normal. Yeah, this is you, Queen of Wands. You're sat in a little bit of fear. But guys, you're heading to your happiness. You could be moving quite a long way away. And there's going to be victory and success. Guys, this is so lovely. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. And we got the Ten of Pentacles. Leo, if you've been working on this venture, this project, this could be you realizing that money's really good at this point of time. I mean, not only have you received a lump sum of money from family who felt maybe a little bit guilty, but on top of that, Leo, you could be storming forward in your career. It could be linked to this venture, this project. Or for those of you who are in a 9-to-5, you could be receiving an amazing job offer, which means that you have to move for the job, right? Yeah. But whatever this is, Leo, your ships are coming in. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. And there's some sort of wish come true for you, Leo, in the month of December. There could be a link here with a fire sign, a fellow Leo, a Cancerian with the moon, or an Aquarian. Yeah. Okay. What you're realizing is, Leo, you've manifested this through sending out positive energy to the universe. This is the scales of justice also being balanced. Yeah, guys. Oh my goodness, I love it. And here's you sitting in the 9 of Pentacles. This is the place that you hoped to be, Leo, at the beginning of 2026. You have achieved financial stability through keeping yourself grounded, not giving up. This is fierce determination to succeed, standing in your truth and your integrity, sitting in self-worth and self-respect. This is the result, Leo. Congratulations, guys. It's going to be an amazing end of the year. Yeah. Wow. Let's shift into angel answers. Here we go, guys. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for my beautiful Leos? Big happy changes. Yeah. So, Leo, whether or not you're moving for a job, whether or not you're paying off a mortgage, getting yourself on the housing ladder, finances are going to be really strong for you. And it's all down to you making the right decisions for yourself, not giving up, and putting the right plans in place for a very successful future. Okay, anything else? And it may also be, Leo, that you realize you're feeling better, less stressed, less worried. You're going to be sleeping better. You're going to be feeling more energetic. Your health may improve as well, Leo. What a fabulous final read for 2026. Now, of course, we're not completely finished. We're going to be dipping into a universe deck and also asking advice from Archangel Michael. So, guys, I'll see you there. So here we go, guys. This is the Fortune Oracle by Sharina Starr. So, Archangel Michael, what messages do we have from the universe for my Leos for 2026? Okay, we want one more card. I can't believe they've come out already. Okay, so we've got one more to take from the top, but here we have you. Lion. This is your card, Leo, okay? You are going to be spiritually guided in 2026. 1 and a 6 is 7, a spiritual number. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Beautiful. Birth. Now, number 4 is about stability. It is also the number of the archangels. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. I think for many of you, this is you birthing a brand new cycle of prosperity and stability for yourself, Leo. Okay, and the final card, Cracker. Wonderful. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. And we have another 7. You're spiritually guided in 2026, Leo. How gorgeous is that? Wonderful. Love to see those energies. So let's now dip into the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. Archangel Michael, what messages do you have for my lovely Leos to close out their overview for 2026? Thank you, Michael. Okay, Leo, by the end of 2026, you will be on the right path. And the prayer reads, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make helpful life changes. Yeah, you're on the right path, Leo, at the end of 2026. Beautiful, guys. Final message, please, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Leos. Thank you. Lovely. So, Leo, your home is protected by angels. This is about your stability. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. So, Leo, beautiful. You're on the right path. Finances are going to be strong. The archangels are guiding you. And I feel, Leo, you're going to have a wonderful year. So, guys, I am leaving it there. And of course, I will be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, Leo. Bye now.